Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you guys are. I'm not going to start saying that every video, but it's the morning where I am, so I'm just used to it. And I work in the morning. I'm going to be at work in a little bit, but I'm just so used to saying good morning when I start my day. So I hope you guys are having a good one. It's a little different. I mean, my setup's the same. Like, I'm still outside, as you see, but I'm like more over to the left, like this bench that I usually position my phone on. I was like, okay, let's hope that it suffices for today, that it'll suffice for today. So today's video, because I'm not gonna make it long. I always say I'm not gonna make it long, but I'm just gonna be talking about my hair. I want to talk about natural hair. I want to talk about the importance. I'm going to briefly talk about the importance of loving your hair, and I'm just going to quickly show you some products that I use on my hair, on my locks. I've been locked for like 3.5 years. I was locked since July 29, the 29th of July of 2021. And so, yeah, I love it. Like 3.5 years, really. And so I absolutely love where God has brought me when it comes to confidence, when it comes to my hair, when it comes to my skin, when it comes to your girl just glowing. Okay? Like, I'm beautiful, and God helped me to see that. Not that I thought I was ugly before, I just was around so many negative people who didn't feel good about themselves. So they didn't allow me to feel good about myself. I feel like when we're younger, a lot of times we know who we are deep down inside, but it's suppressed by other people. And they try to kill our confidence. They try to kill our joy. They try to take our peace because they never found that. And I've always found it's from people that are older. And you would think that they would encourage you. But unfortunately, because they did not make the mark, because they couldn't find that peace for themselves, because they never learned to love themselves, because they never learned themselves, they cannot pass it down on to you. When we hear a lot of the older generations, the older people saying, I understand this generation is wicked, y'all. They're wild. But you got to look at why. Like, look at the people who came before us. It cracks me up when I see older people like, oh my goodness, this generation, y'all young people. I was like, do not generalize us, okay? That's number one. Number two, who do you think is responsible for that? Like, if the older generation was supposed to teach us, then why do you think it's like that? Ooh, I got a hint. Because you refuse to. Because you failed to. Because you failed to teach us. You failed to instill the right things in us. And I'm so hyper this morning, guys. But I gotta be at it and ready, like when I go to work and when I start my day, because I'm blessed, and it's just so beautiful. Every day that I get to see is a gift from God, and everybody should feel like that. So I want to send my happiness. I want to send my joy through the screen. Love you guys. And yeah, so I have to squat. Bless my knees, y'all, because I'm 23, but sometimes I feel like I'm 53. Oh my goodness. So these are my locks. I'm going to see if you guys can see them. So those are my locks. These are my locks. And yeah, I've had them for, like I said, 3.5 years. I'm going to show you some products that I use. I have my spray bottle. Spray bottle, give you guys a little ASMR. And I just put water and moves into my next thing. I have a bag, cute little bag with my oils. I have sweet orange, a limon, got my limon, and peppermint, my peppermint. And last but certainly not least, my love, tea tree. And I like to get my oils, I can't remember where I got my other essential oils, but I typically love to get them. Well, these are from Whole Foods. Yeah, it says Whole Foods Market. Like, yikes. I don't know where. Oh, Whole Foods. But no, I got these from a place called Garner's Natural Life. If you guys are in the Greenville area, I'm pretty sure they have them other places too. This is where I got that oil, and it's more medicinal because it really, tea tree has a lot of great properties. It's a great oh my goodness, words just left my mind now. It's a great anti-inflammatory when it comes to the scalp, when it comes to the skin, like when you apply it topically. Please, guys, do not, and I repeat, do not ingest any of this. If you are watching this video, do not think, oh, sweet orange. There's nothing sweet about it in your mouth. Do not do not ingest these items. They're only for topical use, meaning like on your skin, on your hair. You can even put them in your baths, but do not ingest them. Okay, just got that out the way. So I love to put just a few drops of the tea tree oil. I'll put that in here and then just like spray it. Well, let me get some, like, we'll just spray it on my hair, you know? And it helps it to be like really fresh and really rejuvenated. And then I also use a tea tree oil tube. I love to use the oil tube because it helps. Yeah, the oil tube. Gotta put it in the sun. There you go. They have different brands that you guys can use, and I used to make my own oils, but your girl has gotten a little lazy. Y'all pray for me. I need to get back into doing that, but that's what I typically use. You know, I just put it on my scalp because it has the tube, and you just put it on your scalp, different places. I try to avoid putting too much oil on my hair itself. I only do that like if I'm going out and I feel like my hair is like really dry. Then that's the only time that I'll really do that. And then this is what I use to wash it because, like I said, I used to make my own shampoo using like Dr. Bronner's base shampoo, and then I would put like my own oils and stuff in it. So, but this is Design Essentials Almond and Avocado Moisturizing and Detangling Sulfate-Free Shampoo. That as well. Like, yes, I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. And it smells so good, guys. Like, it smells so good. And I only apply it to my scalp. I don't put it on my hair. I really just let it run down my locks and I wash it that way. Wash a day for me literally takes like 3 days. I kid you not. It takes like 3 days to wash my hair, dry it, and then oil it. I kid you not. But that's because I put love and tender care in my hands. You feel me? And then lastly but not least, I use this little product right here. That's what it looks like. It's really for you to like massage into your scalp or give yourself give yourself scalp massages and to help to circulate the blood like on your scalp, open up your pores. Because I think some people forget that our scalp is living. It's alive. You need to nurture it. You need to take care of it. Otherwise, your hair won't grow. And if it does, it'll be damaged. And so really quickly, guys, before I end the video, I'm going to use the last like 2 to 3 minutes or so just talking about the importance of loving your hair. Like I said, God showed me how to love my hair, how to love myself in my most natural form. I've had people tease me, and it's really Black women. I got to make another video on the hatred in our own community and the curses that are upon us because we chose to rebel. Our ancestors chose to rebel against God and follow other people. And now look at us as a nation. We are scattered. We're just all over the place. It's not good. But I just realized this is like, yeah, really not straight. So yeah, there we go. Hey, airplane. It's always those airplanes. But we have to love ourselves. We have to stop this hatred within our own community. Like I said, I've noticed the most hatred comes from other Black or brown women. And it's so sad to me. Like, whether you decide to wear wigs, weaves is your choice. because we all have choices. But you got to ask yourself, why are you choosing to do this? There are some women who claim that it's for a protective style. And I'm like, there's nothing protective about covering up your pores. There's nothing protective about, now you got all these people popping up with alopecia saying that it's genetic. It's not genetic. It's you refusing to take care of your natural hair. So it's dying out, basically. It's dying off. It's being damaged. It's being ruined because you don't want to love it because of these beauty standards, you know. I was never the type who liked to get my hair braided and stuff like that too much. I did, but I would only keep braids in my hair for like 2 weeks. People are like, oh, you're wasting money. You're wasting money. It's my money to waste, number one. And number two, that just goes to show that I did not like it. You know, I had scalp psoriasis growing up, and a lot of it was due to stress. It was environmental, and the fact that I just wasn't taught how to take care of my hair properly. You know, I wasn't taught as a young Black woman to love my hair. You know, my mom tried to perm my hair before I was even in middle school. And I'm like, when my grandmother passed in 2014, my mom tried to perm my hair. I was like, nah. I put my foot down and said, no, ma'am, I don't want that. And ever since then, I've been natural since 2014. I got this like haircut. Shout out to the people who knew me in middle school. And I had this like Billy Ray Cyrus. I had this Billy Ray Cyrus mullet haircut, like, and I thought I was the bee's knees, y'all. Nobody could tell me anything. I had my little mullet cut, and my hair would like blow in the wind on the bus. My friends at the time, they knew who they are. They would just be like, oh my goodness, Bree, you're so confident. Nobody could tell you anything about that hairstyle. And they could not. But I wish I could show you guys like without the headphones. But it's like, if you see like some locks are shorter than the others, it's because I don't know if you can see it if I turn around. I don't know if you guys can see it. Like some locks are actually shorter than others because, and then the back is like a lot longer because that haircut grew out. And I was like, I thought I was the bee's knees with that haircut. And I love that ever since I've become locked, it's been a journey for me. It's been a spiritual journey along with my relationship with Christ and the Heavenly Father, just learning to really love myself the way that He created me and taking care of myself. You know, I wish more women would learn to just love themselves, especially my brown sisters, my brown women, my beautiful brown women, to love themselves. And, you know, they say, oh, it's so hard to take care of natural hair. It's so exhausting. You guys have no idea. It's a journey. It's a journey. You have to be willing to invest in yourself the way that you invest in these wigs and weaves. And I know this is a very unpopular opinion. A lot of people are probably not going to agree with me, but I don't care. I don't care. There are so many other videos on YouTube that agree with me, and then there's a lot of them that don't. I don't care because I am a living witness. What happens when you actually love yourself? I've had women tease me for not retwisting my hair, not understanding that. They'll be like, oh, well, don't you know you got to retwist your hair? Like, your hair needs to be retwisted. It's fuzzy and this and that and the third, and it doesn't look neat. You look like a Rasta and this and that and the third. And I'm like, no, I look like a woman who knows how to do her hair. I don't retwist my hair every month, every 6 weeks, 4 weeks, because that is how my locks have gotten thicker. Because I left them alone. I left my hair alone to just do what it does. And of course I took care of it. Like I said, my sprays, my oils, I wash it. But I do not manipulate my hair too much. Otherwise, that's how you see people with really thin locks and it's falling out practically. Because they would not leave their hair alone. Because the world keeps telling you it has to be neat and uniform. Well, what happens when neat and uniform turns into baldness? Then what you gonna do? So learn to love yourselves, guys. Of course, I'm gonna make another video on this alone, just on how the Black community or the brown community, how we're not taught to really love ourselves. In fact, the beauty standards, like, I was watching a video the other day and it made so much sense. You have never seen any other race of women care this much about their hair than Black women. And that's something that needs to be discussed. Even if it's the smallest thing, like You got women who will throw on wigs to go to the store, and then you see their hair under the wig. Now, there are some women who wear wigs and they have natural, long, beautiful hair under their wigs because they're like, I just don't want to deal with this on a daily basis. And I get that. I have locks. It's a lot easier. Like, I really woke up like this, guys. Like I said, my scarf came off, but I woke up like this. But a handful of women, I see a handful of women who do it for the wrong reasons. They do it because they do it too often, and it's damaging their hair and it's damaging their self-esteem. Because if only they would invest the time and energy and love into caring for themselves and their hair, then they would see, oh my gosh, that bird just said yeet. But if only they would invest the time and energy and care into loving their hair and the love into just pouring into themselves, pouring into who they are, who God made them to be, and just seeing that the Creator makes no mistakes, guys. He makes no mistakes. So he made no mistake with you and you and you and you and you and you and you. All of you guys. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. You're beautiful. Mwah, beautiful. But this video turned out to be longer than I expected. I'm going to come back with another one because, like I said, I want you guys to love yourselves. Love yourselves. And it's a journey. It's a journey, but it's worth it. Stop trying to find the quick way to get it. There is no way. Newsflash. There is no way. There is no quick way. You have to put in the work. You have to build that relationship with God. And then you have to work with him intimately to figure out, okay, Lord, where do I struggle with? Search my heart. Where do I struggle with when it comes to my self-image? Why am I hating on your creation? I'm your creation. Why am I telling myself and believing the lies that I'm ugly? When all good things come from the Father, you created me. So why would I dare think otherwise? But I love you guys. I gotta go to work. Like I said, I'm going to make another video on this and hope you have a blessed day. Bye.